And we're live.
I'm all innocent.
Hello.
What is up, my Barrican family? How y'all doing?
Hi.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Smash the like and share it out.
Yes.
Yes, I shared
AD, how you doing?
Didi.
Donnie, what's going on? Christina, how's
Christina.
everybody doing?
Doing good.
So
Good,
we
good.
were just we were just talking about the new law, the Bill C law. I think that's what they call it, Sandra, in Canada.
C11. C11.
C11.
Yeah.
You know, hey Yankee, how you doing? When
Yankee
I
Cat.
read one of my viewer, Grease Monkey. I don't know if you guys know him.
Yes.
Um, he was telling me that Angelo was speaking on that no YouTubers in Canada will it'll be hard for them to film. But as you were saying, Sandra, that's not the case, right?
No, that's not the case. Actually, they're going after big corporations here, like big companies that
Wow.
have YouTube channels, like TV news stations that put the news on YouTube, because the people here are watching YouTube instead of TV, so they can't sell cable and
Yeah.
whatever service like that.
Hmm.
So because it's free on YouTube, so that's what
Right.
they want to try and fix up and protect our private lives. Like on a private research, let's say I'll search for a pair of pants, and then I go back on Facebook, and then there's all these publicity of those pants of everywhere. That's what they want to eliminate.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But
Cause
an influencer YouTube will not be affected.
mm-mm.
I've read up on it, and Eric also. We read it in
Hey,
French,
Vanka. Oh, okay, okay.
so
Cause
it's not badly translated. It's directly, and yeah, and my where I am in the province of
AD,
Quebec,
how you
I got
doing?
my political party side, and he hasn't said a word yet. So
Okay,
when he comes in, it might bash everything down. It
okay.
makes 3 years we're talking about this law.
Is it expensive to have cable over there? Because over here we're paying like how much, babe? About like two hundred some dollars a
I
month.
don't have cable. That's just too much.
Yeah,
It's
no, we're trying to get rid of it actually because there's a lot of shows that I watch, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't got rid of the cable yet. But I'm trying. I got Roku on one of them, and I'm trying to get like other Roku as well on the other TVs, so that way we could eliminate the
yeah. Well, it's about the
Comcast.
same price. I'm pretty sure. We just got cable back by internet. So we got the biggest high speed internet there is,
Right.
and we got the TV with that, because otherwise we wouldn't have TV either. We just didn't watch TV.
Mm.
So we're
Yeah.
just starting like 6 months ago.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Now, my other subject is I want to talk about, do gravy belong on mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Yes. What
Yes.
kind of question is that?
Of course.
Because
Everywhere in the plate.
in some places, I love gravy. I have to have, to be honest, I have to have gravy on my mashed potatoes. But in some places, they eat it plain, either with corn or something else, but no gravy.
Oh, I can eat mashed potatoes anyway. I don't have to have gravy, but I love it with gravy.
I gotta have gravy.
I
I
I love
mashed
it.
potatoes. It's like my favorite thing.
I'm the same way. I have to have gravy. I have to have gravy. I mean, I don't know. I can't see it. I can't really like see it without gravy. I mean, you can have corn, you can have a bunch of other stuff, but when you're having mashed potatoes, you got to have gravy. Am I
Yes.
right?
Agreed.
Yes.
April.
Hey, everybody.
April,
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Donnie says yes, yes, yes.
Hey,
Vodka said, of
of
course.
course.
Like I said, I can eat mashed potatoes with or without gravy.
Yeah.
Mm,
But it's always better.
Yes.
man, I like how you call it, Popeye's gravy.
We don't have a
Good.
Popeyes.
No, man, so freaking delicious. Like kind of
Yeah,
spicy.
their chicken there. I love their chicken.
Yeah.
They have one at Niagara Falls, Popeyes.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
So, April, how does it feel to live with a YouTuber?
A vlogger.
What's has his head swelled up yet?
every day and twice on Sunday.
I love his videos. His videos are awesome, man.
It was an awesome video.
Yeah. And he's so laid back. He's like so laid back. I remember my first time when I did YouTube. I was like so nervous. I was like, okay, my bad.
Me too.
family.
Me too. I was so nervous.
He called me and I said that I've done bit my finger off and Maya's finger.
Really?
He went,
Hold on, you're cutting out, April, or is it that me?
that's my stupid phone.
Oh, I thought it was me.
So did I.
I just don't like my
Country bumpkin
my
looks.
country.
Hey, Grease Monkey, how you doing? We were just talking about what you text me, and Sandra, can you repeat that? It doesn't affect the YouTubers.
It won't affect the influencers. That's their word they use in French. And yeah, it's a YouTuber. It won't affect them because what they're going after is the big companies that have like big networks that have channels on YouTube. Instead of so the Canadian people, instead of buying for a satellite dish or cable, they would watch it free on YouTube.
Mm.
So that's what they want to eliminate.
Man, could you imagine if they would pass that law saying that you guys can't do any more YouTube? You guys gonna have to come down
They
here.
would go to HELL and watch me still do it. I'd break the law. I'd be one of the first ones.
Y'all
Man,
heard it here first. She break the law.
yup, she break the law.
You heard it here
Sandra
first.
is a rebel. She
Yep.
is a rebel, just like
Not
Laura.
nobody's gonna, not no man and not no person's gonna stop me from doing what I want.
You go, girl.
I have a hard head. Many tried and haven't succeeded.
Really. What's
It'll
going on, Laura?
it'll be the underground YouTubers.
Man, I was at work today and I talking to my boss, and when I went to close the door, I didn't take my finger out fast enough and I closed it right on my finger. It's so bruised up right now. I don't know if you can see it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Looks like he took it in the crocodile pot.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I try to cut it, let all the blood come out, but it's just bruised.
Mm.
The blood ain't come up there yet. Then
Yeah, I had a
Just
razor
wait.
blade and I was just. Then it started bleeding, but not a lot though. I was like expecting it like to gush out.
just wait till tomorrow. That thing will be all.
No, but it hurts though. It freaking still hurts, swollen.
Did you cry?
Just
I
to say
can't-
something,
Ah.
I can't cry. I tried. Let me try it right now.
Grease Monkey. It's because Angelo's video, if you rewatch, it was filmed a couple of days ago or something. Because at the beginning of the video, he's in Florida, then he comes back and he's in Canada and he's talking about demons and stuff.
Hey, John.
Well, the information got more clearer, so he probably got more information. Not that he misunderstood or anything. Just to
Wow.
clear that up there.
I mean,
So-
I gotta ask something. If there was no YouTube, what you guys would be doing? Me, for example, if there was no YouTube, I'll probably just
I don't
Work,
know.
work, work. That's all I do
I'd be staring in space.
in space.
Probably wouldn't be here.
I
Cutting
would not.
grass more, probably. I don't know.
Wow.
I
Wow.
would still be in my hibernation of 3 years.
That could be
Hibernation of 3 years. What happened, April?
Patrick would be on his way to the campground Slim just did.
Your mic is going on and off, April.
It's her phone.
Would be at the campground where Slim just videoed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
he
would be
would.
there.
definitely. Yeah.
I
I
love
ain't
that.
saying I ain't coming there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being at that pool. Man, it was so hot over here.
Yeah, and they have that jumping thing there. That was
Yeah,
cool.
jumping
Yeah, that
down
was
and
pretty
lake
cool. I
and
like that.
shit.
I ain't getting on no jumping thing because I'd go up, and when I come down, I wouldn't be over it no more. I'd be over the concrete.
You know, you'll be laughing. You'll be having fun.
Like when we tried to die in the ocean.
I would be eating chocolate until I turn into chocolate. Man, John. So, you guys know that
When I was
in one more month I'll be doing that thing. It's gonna be mostly it's not gonna be abandoned places. I'll be exploring it mostly like haunted hotels.
Cool.
And 3 hotels I'm going to. 2 of them they embrace the paranormal, and one of them don't. So I have to be careful how I go in there.
You'll be sneaky.
Yeah,
I'm not doing nothing.
yeah. So I mean, I Chicago is one of the. You heard of the Great Fire in Chicago?
Yeah.
Thousands of people have perished in that Great Fire, and this hotel is one of the hotels that actually survived that Great Fire. And they on the 8th floor of that hotel, that whole floor, supposedly haunted. They hear footsteps behind people in the hallway. They hear babies crying where there's no baby. That is, that is something I want to check out for myself. I saw videos on them, and it's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy, and I'm gonna check that out. The first hotel I'm gonna go to is in Illinois. I'm not gonna mention the name here yet. But it does have the story of a chambermaid that committed suicide, and she haunts the 5th and 6th floor of that hotel. So I am going to book the room there. That's actually where she stays at.
ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. And the third hotel, they say that this hotel actually embraced their paranormal thing. She told me, the lady that told me, there's 5 ghosts, 5 spirits there. They all show themselves, but only 2 of them that I know is one of them is a lady in white, and the other one is a lady in black. So, and I don't know which room. Well, the whole thing. They said that they show everywhere. They show themselves everywhere. So, yeah, I'm gonna be there as well. So, I'm hoping I'm gonna get some bangers coming out of this. So, it's not gonna be as great as certain people, but hey, I'm gonna do my best.
That's all.
Can I just add something to that? My daughter last May, she went all the way up to Texas, and on her way back, she stopped at a hotel in Chicago, and she rented the room with her dad and everything, and she got pamphlets,
Hmm.
and she was reading that Al Capone stayed at that hotel, and that it is haunted and everything. So when they saw that, they packed up their stuff and they went back to the desk
Are you
and they
serious?
got a refund and they took off running like
No way.
then I get text messages from my daughter, Mom, I'm in Chicago, help me find a hotel. Yeah. What am I gonna do? So I had to look it up on Google and all these places and
Wow. That is crazy though. I mean,
yeah, so
why
maybe you'll go out there running too.
I mean, there's quite a few buildings here. There's one that's called Excalibur. It's it's a club or some sort. And Ghost Adventure was there. And they say there's a spirit of a man that haunts the place that like wine glass flies off the shelves and stuff like that. But when Ghost Adventure was there, like nothing happened. Barely any spike.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, so I mean it's cool and stuff like that. I mean Ghost Adventure was at Bachelor Grove when I was and that place is amazing. You get something different every time I go there. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I wish I could do that on my own, but I don't know the groundskeeper. I don't know how to get in contact with those people. And if you go there at night, if you stay there at night, you're risking a chance to get your car towed and get arrested.
Well, that ain't good.
Mm-hmm. But I kind of like risk the chance sometimes. So I've been there, at night. And the last time I went, and me and my buddy Adrian came out of there at night. The cops were waiting for us at the parking lot by my car.
Wow.
But we told him the truth. We was there. We was just, documenting, exploring and stuff like that. And he said, I could have just towed your car and lock you guys up, but you know what? I'll let you guys go with a warning, and don't do this again. I said, okay, no problem. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Tickets are fun.
Huh?
Those tickets aren't fun.
Yeah, I know. I had a bunch of tickets before, so I actually went to that haunted forest that I did my 30 minutes alone challenge in, and one time me and my buddy Adrian was there, and we were there till like late, and they locked my car in. They had that chain like across the parking lot, so no cars could drive in and out. So since my car was short, like myself, my buddy went out, lifted the chain up, and we just drove right underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But before we did that, they still gave us a ticket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bummer.
It wasn't much though. It wasn't much. It was like $75.
Parking ticket.
Yeah, it was just $75. I was like, chunk change for Amy.
Shit.
Ours was
Yeah.
$130.
Dang, they were mean to you. That's what it was.
I think everything there is at least
That was salty.
$65.
Yeah.
Report fees and shit.
So who still got a lot of videos for the family reunion? I think I got one left.
We haven't even looked at the footage yet.
Yeah, we ain't really looked at a footage. I looked on my phone. We ain't looked at the camera.
Mm. Yeah,
I have one from the battleship and one from Casey's house.
Yeah, I only have one, and that's from the awards and that pregnancy simulator. You know what? To be honest, I thought that was gonna be really bad, way worse
We
than
know
I
you
thought.
did.
Well,
But it should have been done longer than 5 seconds.
yeah, y'all got it easy. Y'all
I
got it
thought
easy.
you had two of them.
I mean,
We did.
when I saw Laura laughing, I'm like, oh my god, she's possessed.
No, I just know how to handle pain.
I mean, I had a doctor's note, so I didn't have to do it. So I would have hooked all in junk. I would've hooked all that boy.
I mean, I had a doctor's note, but they didn't take it.
They didn't take it.
No.
Your note was in crayon.
But
And
it-
Jared wrote it.
yes, Jared is 100% legit doctor.
He's 100% no.
Oh man.
They didn't even take it back, Regan, when I scribbled my my name out and put your name down on there for my doctor.
Really?
It didn't even work.
Wow, man.
You tried looking out for your brother.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I did tell y'all it wasn't as bad as y'all was thinking it was going to be. That wasn't nowhere near close what we had to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, I expected like me punching the wall or really like, all right, stop. I can't handle it no more. You know, start yelling or something.
If we would have done it correctly, you would have.
Yeah.
Also, you didn't do it correctly, so
no,
that means
you
we
only
were just
got
getting
5
shocked.
seconds.
Yeah.
You only got 5 seconds per level.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I heard that you get back pain, back labor, something like that.
I had back labor. And
Yep.
it
I had
sucks.
those.
Yes.
Yep, I did too.
You did not.
Patrick, I like your shirt.
Yeah, I like your shirt.
I had back labor twice.
I was freezing under the air conditioner. I couldn't sleep at all that night.
Oh, no.
Man, I feel for you, Patrick. I feel for you. I apologize for the
Look,
the
Let me tell you something.
non-sleep.
All
They
gave
cut me
was a
open,
little
and
bitty
when they
thin
cut me
sheet.
open, they cut my carotid artery or whatever artery that is that runs down through there. I was bleeding out, strapped down to the table like Jesus, throwing up invisible to anything, and was dying because they pulled Jared out into the hallway and made him sign papers on who to save. So you hush with the I'm cold. I was fine.
I didn't even have socks on.
I need to die because I couldn't feel anything other than my heartbeat and the lady touching my face with a cloth.
Wow.
He is not right.
I mean, I give it to you up. I give it to all y'all women that go through that labor pain and stuff like that. I mean, you guys are the strongest human being on earth.
And we're made to do it, and because y'all couldn't do it, y'all bunch of weenies.
I mean, where's it gonna come out of?
Your butt.
Hey,
gonna be a-
everything. How do you think it comes out to female? Things spread apart that ain't supposed to be spread apart. Men could do it.
The hip, it starts like a week before you have the baby. Your hips will start to move apart, and
Really?
then all those bones in there will start to do this, and then your pelvic bone will go to make room.
You know that part in Aliens when the alien comes out, that's kind of what the baby's doing in there, getting ready to come down.
And then the baby has to turn his whole body around and be upside down, ready to go out the birth canal. So you have to deal with that, all that turning.
And that hurts.
Oh, it does. Because
And
it
then-
has to move all your stuff around, all your guts and everything. And it just,
Ow.
yeah.
Then if he's breathing, they have to push the baby back up.
With their hand
Yeah.
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 up inside of you.
Mhm.
Like a cow.
To
And
turn.
then your plumbing and everything never goes back the same way it spread apart.
Oh,
Man.
Yeah, they lie. They lie. When you have a C-section, they pull all of your guts out. So they-
What?
Yes.
Yeah, they
I had
have to
all
be
my
able to
stuff
get to the
up on my
uterus.
stomach. Up in here. All my
Then let-
guts, everything laying on my chest.
That's probably
They
why they
reached in there
strap
and
you
get-
down. And
They just they take my stuff and just throw it back in there and said, it'll go back. I've been messed up ever
No.
since.
Damn.
No way. I never knew it was like that. I thought they did just cut you open like a C-section, right?
Yes.
Open
Yeah,
that
but-
belly up and pull the baby out. I
But the
didn't think
uterus
they
is
had-
underneath everything. They have
Yeah.
to take all the other stuff out
That's on TV.
and just lay it up on top of you. Cody got about passed out when he saw it.
So did Jared. Because the curtain fell.
What you
Wow.
saw that weekend was on TV.
Wow.
I didn't
Yeah,
have
it
C-section.
ain't like Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. Just there's a baby. No, there's a whole lot more mess that goes with that.
Wow.
A whole lot of mess.
And then they just take your guts and everything, just throw it back in there, and it'll go back on its own.
Okay. Like that,
sure.
huh,
Then
Debbie?
they sew you up. Then they staple you.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, those are big, long staples. They're like this.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
can
boy.
hear it
Like
pushing
a
into the
week
skin.
later and have them pull them out.
I'm glad I didn't have that.
I had
Yeah.
it
I had
twice.
two. I had it twice too.
My
Uh,
insides are crooked, so I can't have the other way. And they didn't tell me that until I was 25 hours into trying to push.
Well, I had two kids that came out of my hula.
I was 58 hours in whenever they finally decided to go ahead and take mine C-section.
yeah, I was 2 hours in when I was eating my
Kiss your
sandwich.
nose, Bat Rican.
And let me tell you something, every bit of your decency, dignity, and everything else goes right out that window as soon as a doctor gets down there and tells you to push, and then has the courage to look at you and say, you're pushing in the wrong place. Well, hon, where else is there to push? My feet?
Wow. I mean,
Doctor that's in there for 2 minutes. The rest is the nurse.
I remember when I was in the
Right.
delivery room with my
He
ex-wife.
just
and-
run from room to room.
Yeah. With my ex-wife and when my daughter came out, all I heard was literally. I'm like, what the heck? Did she do that for real? I was freaking out, like, holy, that pop. I mean, did that happen to any of you guys?
I don't remember
No
hearing
conversation.
that.
I don't know.
Man, that stuck with me. I mean, my daughter's 18 now, and that stuck with me the whole
Did that happen when she was born or before she was born?
when she was coming out. When her head came
It
out,
could have been the mucus plug.
when her head came out, I heard. I'm like,
Somebody was gripping tight, then I don't know.
Yeah, someone must have farted.
I'm like, I mean, that's a weird fart just to hear
That's what
something pop like
traumatized
that.
him.
Yeah, that's
Whoa,
so
I never
bad.
knew that happened for real. And then
It
the
does
doc-
make an audible sound though when your water breaks.
oh really?
Yes.
What
I mean,
traumatized you?
I never seen
I don't know.
my ex-wife and my son's mom. I
Yeah.
never seen their water break at all. I never, all they called me from the hospital because I wasn't living with them at the time, and they said, you better to come to the hospital. Your baby is gonna come out.
Okay. What's gonna come out, Jason?
I'm sorry.
Get
Okay,
away
no
now.
problem.
It's like
I'm
me
on
the
my
first
way and
time.
all the thing. I was like, wow, man. I
The
mean,
first time I was in labor, I didn't even know.
what?
Yeah, my water broke, and I thought she was like hanging on my bladder again, like she did almost 9 months I was pregnant. So I thought it was that, and then I had like one big cramp, and I wind up at the hospital, and they gave me epidural right away, so I didn't feel anything at all.
I heard that's some good drugs.
No, not when they hit your spinal cord.
No,
It
I mean-
depends.
You had everything in the damn world they were trying to give you. It didn't work.
Nope.
We are a hard breed to numb us redheads because I had 2 epidurals and a spinal tap, and I still felt the C-section.
wow. Wicked, what's up?
With Kylie, when
I don't want to
they
butcher your name. Irina.
Arena.
Arena. How you doing?
with
Thank you for
Kylie, when they
coming.
put me in, they gave me Ambien, and they were going to induce me the next morning, but I had already started in labor. So they gave me something to sleep, so I'd wake up every time I had a contraction, and then I'd fall back out. It
Now-
was weird.
Now, contraction is what we went through that simulator, right? That's what contraction really is.
Well, it was similar.
Y'all went through like a tenth of the pain
You
of a
went through a
contraction.
Braxton Hicks.
Yeah, Braxton Hicks. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. It's the pre-pain
Yeah.
of the actual pain.
The actual pain, y'all would have been in the floor dying.
Y'all
What
went
y'all felt at the
That's what I-
banquet
Cool.
was a night after Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yes. That
Look at
was
that shirt.
not labor.
I love your shirt, by the way.
The shirt.
Love your shirt.
Slim
Thank
just
you,
said.
thank you.
Slim just said y'all have kidney stones and then we'll talk.
I've had kidney stones too, and that is nowhere near.
You know what? I don't even remember if I ever had kidney stone. I don't even think I had it because I don't remember it.
Have you ever had trouble peeing and almost passed out from pain because of it?
No, but I did.
That's kidney stones.
Kidney
You ever
No,
seen a
but I
rock like
did.
Green
but
Goober?
it still
Jared said?
wasn't.
Fox River, how you doing? Wow. I mean, man, you guys are when you guys are pregnant, you guys get craving.
Yeah.
No, Jared got them all.
Yeah, that's what
Very
I'm saying. Because
well.
you know what I heard. What I went through it myself. I mean, when my ex-wife had her craving, I had the same kind of craving as well.
He had the morning sickness.
I did.
Really. So
Mhm.
men do get pregnant, but they get the symptoms and
Yeah,
Sympathy.
he had the morning sickness with our first one.
Every damn morning.
He had all the morning
Wow.
sickness for both boys. And the only cravings I had was with Angus was chocolate ice cream and Coca-Cola. And then with Jim, it was Mexican food and fish sandwiches and corn relish.
Mexican food,
Wow.
yeah. Mexican food.
But
Mexican pizza
everything
from Taco
else,
Bell. Yep.
Jared
that was
had.
all.
you know, my craving was Wendy's.
Mm.
All Wendy's. I was like,
I
craving
bet you
Wendy's
still
all
have
the time.
those cravings, don't you?
Not really. You know, my cravings now are like McDonald's. McDonald's. I moved up a
Mine-
step.
Mine was anything hot, like spicy, and Sonic Ice.
Wow.
I don't know why, but yeah,
The ice was probably an iron deficiency.
probably.
Slim said he thought you said Twinkies. Barry.
I
Yes.
was I was about to say that.
And mine was
Nah.
Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, and I don't think I've had one since I had Kylie.
Really? Taco Bell? I don't like
Every
Mine-
day, Mexican pizza every day.
Mine was
but
cold.
you know,
like
Taco Bell's not really Mexican though. You know.
It's
It
still-
is when you're pregnant, you don't care.
When you don't care when you're pregnant. I mean, come on.
It
Nah.
looks like it is. We're
That
eating
was
it.
that was the closest thing to Mexican, and somebody else made it for me.
I used to crave hot dogs, toasted hot dogs with relish and mustard, and I would even see them float in the air.
oh god.
No way.
I'm
Get
like,
the
I
heck
need
out
my
of
hot
You better
dog
stop eating
now.
them cookies. You've been eating them cookies too much, girl.
No,
love
cookies
it,
didn't exist back then.
Oh, come on.
People, one girl, she craved lotion. And then Michael's friend, some of his friends, their mom craved red clay dirt.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Dirt is definitely an iron deficiency.
Ooh, yeah.
John
Sandra
said-
Spray, the only female to ever be pregnant and hallucinate floating wings.
And then I would need
Wow.
I would
So-
get a big orange from Florida. It had to come from Florida
Oh,
because they're
baby.
really big. And then orange juice.
Wow, that's crazy.
When,
John
What?
said-
Jack and cheese biscuits with horseradish? Irina?
Ooh, goodness.
Damn, that's a lot. John said, "Don't get a pregnant woman mad." Is that true? You guys get
She will
violent?
commit murder and cut you up and not even shed a tear until she's hungry again.
Wow.
Just don't make a woman
Pregnant
mad.
lady.
Doesn't matter pregnant or not.
Do you, when you guys were pregnant, did you always wanted to like your husband or your significant other to like cuddle with you guys or something?
Hell,
No.
No,
I did not want to be touched.
really.
no, I
You
did not either.
did to me.
the doctor
I
told-
carried 10-pound babies. I did not want to be touched. I was ashamed.
Wow, 10 pound, both of them.
I had gestational diabetes with mine. So I
Damn.
grew overly large children with giant heads.
Barbecue chicken, strawberries, banana ice cream.
Wow.
and old
I mean,
KFC.
my son was like 8 pound. So what's my daughter? They're both 8 pounders. Oh, like
I had small babies.
6, 7,
Tori
and
was
one.
5'11", and Lainey was 3 pounds 7 ounces. But she was early, so
right.
It
Jim
was 7 pounds and 6 pounds.
Wow.
Angus was 10 pounds 2 ounces. Jim was 10 pounds 6 ounces.
Dang.
One of mine was 6'7", and the other was 7'2". What was it? Dylan was 7'2".
And I was a 5-pound baby.
Wow. Wow.
I was a 3 pound. I was early. I was
I don't know
6
what
weeks
the hell
early.
I was.
It was either 2 or 3.
You came out with a beard.
Yeah.
It made me think,
beard
yeah.
came out
Oh, what
first.
was going, huh?
The
Wow,
doctor
that's
told
amazing.
us that when she was pregnant, we should have used crop poop.
Oh my God.
What? No way.
Dude.
Big camping trip. That would be cool.
It would be cool to go on a big camping trip.
I don't camp unless there's a vehicle with a bed in it.
You know,
I physically cannot sleep on the ground.
I could go
Oh,
camping.
Marcus.
I could go camping, and I told my wife, let's go camping, but she will not go camping unless there's a bathroom, a bed, not an outhouse, but you know, one of those like she wants to be glam, what they call that, glamping,
Glamour.
glamping.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, how could you roughing it? How could you live in the outside with all that? You gotta live in the wild, you know. You gotta live to survive.
That's
That's
the
what
most
it
rough
is.
he wants to live.
You
I
got
don't blame
to
him.
eat fish out the lake and squirrels.
I could
and
still,
crows.
I could still glamp it though.
We're not talking about eating. We're talking about sleeping and going to the potty. Because I'm not hanging my butt over
I
a
mean, you
breakfast
gotta-
There's
table.
always that bucket, that special made bucket that somebody makes, and it's way back in the
I thought it
trail.
was 9 pounds 6
You
ounces.
just-
Wow, that's big.
Look, I've been
Ain't nobody
camping
cleaning that
before,
out,
and
Patrick.
it's rough.
You know, somebody else's poop's there from last year.
I will be right back.
Okay.
About 5 minutes.
One time I went camping in Wisconsin, and there was a little area that you could shower and use the bathroom. So I go in there at night, and I kid you not, I came back out. I didn't even use the bathroom because there was a big black spider in there.
Oh,
And I'm like,
hell no.
oh hell no! You and your 8 legs could use the bathroom. I'll wait for the next one. Yeah, I mean, I would still rough it, but I can't deal with spiders.
Hey, we went to camping out there at that place I was at today, and when we went camping, we took a tip. Probably about 4 hours in our camping trip, I looked down there and seen one of them cabins and seen the AC sticking out of the window. Go down there and see what them cabins are.
Wow.
So if I go camping, which one of y'all is going to stand there and fan me all night while I try to sleep on the sticks?
That's the hardest part is sleeping, man.
Oh man, do you remember when we went camping? We went whitewater rafting with the church youth group. There were people in a campground and they partied all night long.
Including the preachers.
Yes. And we
Really?
didn't get no sleep. And then the next day we went whitewater rafting. Oh my Lord.
Then we got
Wow.
all burnt up.
Oh, so you were in a camping area where everybody's at?
Yeah,
We were
everybody
in
was
a
in
tent.
tents.
Yeah, it
There was
was-
people staggering around and falling over your ropes and everything coming off.
You didn't know if
tents.
somebody was going to fall in our tent. Oh my gosh, it was terrible.
Well,
Ugh.
right up the road from where Slim was today, we would take our camper, and they stayed there for 2 months straight.
I used to do that every summer with the girls when they were growing up. As soon as school's over, we'd hit the camping
Mhm.
and stay there all summer.
Yeah.
And then the
But I-
first day of school, the bus would come and get them at the camping.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
There's people around here that stay at campgrounds all
I-
week, all
Especially
summer
on the
long.
weekends. Yeah.
Yep.
I'd leave
Yeah.
the kids. I'd leave Slim and the kids at the campground. I go all day, come back. Every morning I get there, and Slim was laying around the pool with all the females.
That sounds like Slim.
Pool drinking coffee.
I mean, that's the only way to camp.
That's the one way to get divorced and left there in pieces.
They were all friends of ours, but they would. I come over there and they'd sit around the pool drinking coffee. Slim be the only male.
Wow.
That's because I told him I was going to be a famous YouTuber someday.
Oh my god!
How about hammocks? Do you guys like hammocks?
Oh yeah. If I can get in it.
If
All
I
right.
could get in
Does
it,
not go together.
stay in it, I'd be okay. I wouldn't be able to get up, but I'd be okay.
Lord help you if a bee comes around because you're gonna fall for sure as shit.
I mean, I went to IKEA, I think about a week ago, and they had this hammock, and this is like it's the kind that you build. You don't put on trees. It comes with its own like setup, and you
Mhm.
just hook it up, and the hammock is ready and done.
Yeah, and I get in the middle of it, it goes.
Nah, come on, Laura. To be honest, I think you're just exaggerating. Come on.
I had a hammock. I ended up on the ground with the hammock twisted around my head. Me and hammocks don't go together.
I tell you one thing though. The first time I got into the hammock, I did turn and flipped over. I did. I was like, "What the heck? How do you get in here?" Then I see my wife's uncle get on it. He gets on it like it was nothing. So I'm over here like kind of shaky, and I lay down and still kind of shaky, and then I put one leg, then I put the other one, and then I'm like, oh great, and then I grab my hand and I push myself on the floor so I could just turn the hammock, and then one time I almost went too far and I almost flipped over again. I mean,
no, it's not the way to go. And I
I
wiggle
mean,
too much to be trying to be one of them going to sleep.
Go talk to your dad, Papa.
yeah, this will be on YouTube once it's done. Grease Monkey.
You need to talk to your Papa.
But man, I mean, talking about camping brings back a lot of memories. I used to have a lot of fun camping though,
Yeah.
with my friends and all that. We did road trip just to go to Wisconsin and camp there, and it was so much fun. And I miss my old friends. I do miss them. A lot of them, you know, they're all married and kids and everything, and some of them are, you know, they moved away, and some, sadly to say, they're, you know, gone. You know, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I would love to go camping again, but I have to bring one of those campers, those big campers that,
Yeah.
like 15 bedrooms and
Damn right.
Good
Thinking
Lord.
you
about
know
it.
all those things. Because my wife don't like to live it. What kind of tent you guys got though? Because I seen tents that are like huge. They're like
Yeah,
almost
they
built
got
like
some
a
good
house.
tents.
We
No
have
time
I
for
don't
me.
do
camper.
I had a camper too, a 29 foot long camper.
33 foot.
But we got an 8-man tent.
Yeah, but we have an 8-man tent too.
Wow. I mean,
I like to go. We got a
Mhm.
bedroom in the back of our camper
Yeah, me too.
with the closet and all the closets and all that stuff. And then we have a big bathroom with a shower and tub, toilet. It's like a small house. And then
small trailer.
couch and chair in the living room.
Living room. Yeah.
wow.
Way.
I bet you those cost a lot though, right?
It was $4,500.
Ours was
Dang,
$100.
$4,500.
Yep.
Yeah, I could buy me a new car for that, man.
You just press hard when you sign the paper. That's all.
Wow. Nah,
That's what we did.
man.
Day we bought our camper is the day we went to the campground and stayed for 2 months.
Wow.
We got
Um,
ours delivered there. Yeah.
Do you guys when you go camping? Do you guys camp near a lake or you guys just camp in the woods? I try to camp like near the lake, so that way when I want to go, you know, swimming, just
I live in the woods, so we took the campground.
We had a lake, but I was like farther away from the lake, and the lake was used for fishing. That lake I was walking on this winter, that lake.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And see, we got a golf cart too, so you can ride around the campground.
Yeah, we were planning a golf cart. We didn't get that.
A lot of them around here have
The
golf
pen
carts.
ran out of ink.
I ran out of ink.
The pen ran out of ink.
Debbie saying, Laura.
We're still looking for the pen.
Eminem. You know, I wish I had some camping too, man. I don't have any. I ate them all
I'd love to
already.
get an RV though. And just travel.
Well, they got some now that are RVs that are, I mean, they're fairly small, but they're the size of a van. The
Yeah.
only thing is, they're like $97,000. I mean,
Where's the
Really?
bathroom?
yes.
Slim's
Did you-
find a smaller one just so just we can go, somewhere because we got the big one because we have kids.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but me and my wife, once we get a little bit more older, we want to actually, travel a lot.
Mhm.
And so we want to buy an RV.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how big is the RV. It's just gonna be me and her anyway, so we don't need a big RV.
And
Yeah,
We
just
just
we
want
pop
to
up,
travel in that.
Mhm.
pop up.
We can get some of the older ones that are like 50, 60,000. Not older, but like, early 2000s.
Right.
And, they're wider than a van, of course, and longer, but they're cheaper than what they're putting at now. I mean,
Some of them things are nicer than a house.
mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen on travel channels, those RVs, those luxury RVs that run almost $1 million homes type
Yeah.
RVs, and
Mm-hmm.
these people have like marble floors and top of the line cabinets,
Mhm.
big showers. I don't know how, like
or-
2 floors.
It's because they weren't camping with kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Have our is
What?
a friend of ours. They had a place out there at this campground, and you pay, just keep your camper out there. So we was going to buy a camper and a spot out there. Well, they said they had
Son.
a background, and mine come up something wrong with it. So I had to call this number. So they turned us down because
They approved
I
me,
was-
but not Slim.
when I was 7 years old, my cousin had a flat tire, and when he got out, he handed me a beer to hold for him, and the trooper pulled up. This was what was on my record when I was 7 years old,
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
that we could not get this spot.
Is this real?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
she told me that I couldn't buy a spot out there, but I could come out there and camp. So we left and went and bought a camper, took it out there, and stayed 3 months.
So we couldn't get a spot.
So
to
the
keep.
the seasonal's around 3 months, 4 months at the most. So I could stay up to 3 months out there, but I couldn't get a spot out there. It made no sense to me.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It said people who had felonies couldn't couldn't stay there, but Michael never had a felony, and they still wouldn't let him stay.
But there's several felonies out there.
Yeah.
Hold on, all that because he just hold the beer,
Yeah. It came back on his record
but
because
he wasn't even drinking it.
I know, but it was a,
Believe me, there's worse than that stuff on my record, but that's the only thing they come up with.
but he had no felonies, and they were saying anybody with a felony can. I said, but he doesn't have any felonies.
Bye, Charmaine. Oh wow,
Wow.
wow, that's
They
crazy.
just didn't want y'all in there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They let us stay. It's the same place that let us stay for 2 months.
Yeah.
so when you guys go camping, how long do you guys go for?
Well, we stay. It ain't that far from my work, so I would go to work. So they would just stay there.
That's
But-
what we do too.
We ain't went in a while because the kids are all grown. They don't ain't all that.
Yeah, it comes a time the kids don't care anymore about the camping. They grew up there. They
That's-
know everybody. And so
Mhm.
But after 2 months, the kids were like, "Can we go home now?"
Yeah.
So we
oh,
went in.
Mom, are you driving by to go to work? Are you driving by
Yeah.
the house? Drop me off. And, it starts like that. And
So we went in there and we stayed a week, and then we went up there to pay for another week. And the girl said, "Y'all, it would have been cheaper on y'all if y'all would just did the monthly rate." So we didn't have an option. I said, "Y'all told us day, weekend, or bi-weekly or weekly." And she,
Wow.
we have a seasonal and a monthly rate.
Huh.
I went there and talked to the manager, and she said something, and I kind of flipped out and told her, "Well, you was taking money out of my kid's mouth by overcharging me when you could have gave me a better rate." So I
Mhm.
left. She calls back up there and tells my friend to have Miss Lett come to the office. I don't want to speak to Mr. Let. I want to speak to Miss.
Wow.
They ended up giving us a month free. But and
Wow.
then I'm staying there and nothing to do. I'm walking around with the maintenance people, fixing all kinds of this electrical work. I'm the one to put the playground up because they could not figure out how to read the blueprints. So I had to learn how to read the blueprints to put the playground up. And then she come up and said, "Mr. Let, do you want a job in here?" And I said, "Hey,
But I'm a felony. You didn't answer that?
she said, you reapply for a place in here." She said, "I'll push it through and get you approved." I said, "No." I said, "Midway's just right down the road here."
Wow. That's crazy.
Damn.
She said, "My work that I did, they wanted me in there so I could fix their stuff."
Mhm.
Damn right.
Right. How about you,
Really?
Sean? What's your camping experience, dude?
I had a lot of camping experience. There was a lot of it was uneventful and fun times. Well, even the one I got when I got escorted out of the Wisconsin, that was a really fun time.
I could imagine.
What?
But I could imagine because it was much like like us, the fam. There was a big group of people. We were all knew each other. We were all really good friends, and there was just way too many of us all together in a state park, which is another big problem that we had. We probably should have rethought that and probably went to a private. We should have just got kicked out of that instead of pushing out the state police and getting escorted to the state line.
Wow. That's messed up.
But yeah, I guess we were a little too loud and being partying and drinking, just being up too late and being noisy. So yeah, we had the cops called on us 3 times actually, because the first 2 times they came, quieted us down and all that stuff like that. But they warned us in the second time. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna be messing around. We have to come out here again.
But it's a campsite. You're supposed to have fun and be loud and all that stuff.
But I guess not at 3 or 4 in the morning.
But you're in the woods. I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
I mean,
who's telling on you?
wow.
Well, that was another thing too. That was probably another reason why the cops were called the 3rd time, because one of the people that I was with almost started the darn forest on fire.
What?
Using a gas can to start the fire, and then catching the gas can on fire, and kicking the gas can and spreading gas all over.
Oh my God.
So we're all running around putting out fires.
That's probably why you got kicked out. I see. It's not all the party and all that.
Yeah, and that was
You guys
the
almost
3rd
started
time too. That
fire.
was
They carrying you to the state line.
Yeah.
They
And
didn't
you
even give
see-
us time too. The cops didn't even give us time to tear down our tents or anything like that. They said, "You got to go. If you can't get out of here within 5 minutes, whatever you can't take is you throw it in the garbage. Whatever." Well,
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
so we had to just kind of scoop everything up, shove it in the car, and go.
Can you imagine Sean, YouTube back then? Sean be recording. Look at all this fired.
Oh man, I'm
shit
kind of
out.
glad there was no YouTube back then. Way too much incriminating evidence.
Black Dragon. Really? Wow, that's crazy, man. That is wild, man. I mean, all I've done is run from security when I was camping, because me and my guys, because one side was, there was girls camping out, and we're not supposed to be out so late in that camping area that we were at, and we went across the other side where the girls were at. So we were, and trying to talk to the girls and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden we see flashlight. So we go, oh, holy crap. And then, we try to hide. And then we still see that the security coming towards us with the flashlight. It reminds me of that movie, like Jason and Michael Myers type thing, that they're coming after you. So we start running. We start running really fast and hard through the woods. And it was dark. And I don't blame those women that was falling on the floor and getting killed, because I would have been killed, because I tripped over a tree, flipped, hit myself on the floor, and I look up, and the security was really close to me, and I got up and started running again. And sure enough, I hit another freaking tree. There's freaking trees everywhere, and I fall down. And man, I was like so scared, because I thought I was gonna get caught and get locked up. And I got up and started running again, and made it to my site. And yeah. Now I see why everybody falls in the movie and die because we don't know where we're going when we're running.
So as long as we're in front of Bat Rican, we're okay.
Well, trust me, me and my guys, we spread, and I was like, I thought I was going to, I know I was going the right way. I was going straight, but I couldn't see, what's in front of me, and I kept hitting the freaking trees on the floor and me falling down, and I'm like, and then I start screaming, ah!
And then you cried.
Oh, no, I never cried.
I have a question for you, Batty.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of actor doesn't know how to cry?
A very good actor. I haven't got that part yet.
You ain't getting that part.
Actually, I was gonna get that part of me supposed to be crying, but for some reason they scrapped the movie, so I couldn't do that part. It was a low budget film.
Tried to cry.
I could try. I mean, I could try to fake cry. There's a way. What is it? People use like eyedroppers, so it'll look like they're crying.
That's true.
Other people use, what was that other one?
A lot of them think about bad things that have happened in their life.
I just have to think about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do that too. Think about something that happened in the past or somebody you lost, and that'll trigger some kind of emotion in you, and you start crying. But
I bet you if somebody mess with all your Batman collection, you'd cry.
Oh no, I get mad and I'd start killing. Then I have to lock me up. No, they can't. I won't cry. I'll be pissed. Then I'll be super pissed if they touch my collection.
Super bad pissed.
After I destroy them, maybe I'll shed one tear.
I figured out the secret for having a party in a campground without being shut down or kicked out. And that's to invite everybody in the campground to the party. They can't.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how you do it.
We did that night. We had I bet you there was 400 people or more up there. They waved and smiled because they were about to say, y'all have to get quiet. Because if they would, everybody would have packed up and left.
Man, how about the bonfires?
We had a complaint once because our fire smoke was coming, going to other people's campers and stuff.
Oh my Lord!
For real?
It's like, where are we? We're camping fire.
Camping is fire.
And so I took my Facebook. I took my phone and my Facebook, and I wrote, "I never saw a camping without a fire."
For real.
Oops. The owner of the camping replied, "Not when it bothers other people." Well, then I replied, "You should tell those other people that there are in the camping and it's just normal."
Yeah.
So the next day, that dumb lady that did that, well, she was on her porch there, and my tub of fire was still like smoking. So I took it because if you don't want like your picnic table or your tub fire, you put it on the side of the road and the maintenance will pick it up. So I took my tub fire and I put it on the side of the road saying, "You're not going to complain anymore for us." And it was smoking. I said, "Hey, don't smoke like that. You're not allowed." I was talking to the fire pit.
Really?
I got a story.
Maybe she just walked into her camper and never saw her all summer.
Oh,
I got
wow.
fire. We used to go up there and play cornhole after hours, and the campers would complain about the thumping, so they would come up there and say, "We're gonna have to shut y'all down." He said, "Or y'all can go to the tent section or in the overflow." And the overflow had lights. So this guy that was there, him and his family, he said, "Well, if I get y'all lights, will y'all come play at the tent site?" So we all just went on. I didn't care where we played, but we went up there to the overflow and started playing. Well, he went down there and made 2 big old bonfires for lights so we could play cornhole, and caught the tent section fire. About
Oh my God.
the tent section.
What?
Next morning, all the campers waking up there to the tent section, grabbing wood that was on fire and taking it back to the campsite to start a fire to cook.
Did you ever put a smoke bomb under a camper?
No.
Because I told my friends the next day, and they got revenge for me. They threw a smoke bomb under her camper, and then
All right. How many of you think that Sandra is a bad influence?
no, it's like, come
Oh,
on, we have to
never.
live a little.
Man.
Put Sandra off.
My friend, he lit up the smoke bomb and threw it under the camper. He goes, "Now you got some smoke. What are you gonna do about it?"
Wow. Man, Sandra,
That lady
I don't
regretted
want you
her
camping
move.
with me, girl. You're gonna get me in trouble.
No. It's like live a little.
That's right. Live a little.
Live a little. Okay, I'll do that. Well, we just came up on that hour. April, are you going live today?
Yep.
All right. So everybody, if you want to drop your link, go ahead and drop it. I'm pretty sure everybody already have everybody, but go ahead and do so. Everybody on the chat, go ahead and drop your link. Yeah, sorry I didn't have no trivia today, but I will next week because I've been busy all this week. I've been busy. I've been trying to prepare myself for next month and stuff like that. Melissa, Patrick, you guys will hear from me this week.
All right.
Yeah, so go ahead and drop your links, and I'll give you guys a few minutes to do that. And let's everybody go over to April channel on her live, so so we could, huh?
We're gonna play tic-tac-toe.
Okay,
Oh,
yes,
right.
yes, forgot about that. Yes, we're gonna play Eat That Twinkie.
No.
But Bat
That
Reed,
sounds
tell
good.
them the truth, man. You ain't been busy all week. You was just now finding your way out of them woods you was in. Got lost.
No, man. No, I've been busy, yeah. I mean, yesterday my knee was hurting. I mean, the last time my knee was hurting, my knee actually locked on me, so I couldn't move. I couldn't walk for, I think, for like 2 weeks.
Try check for gout.
Tried what?
Check for gout.
Gout?
Yeah.
Nah, it's arthritis.
But gout is arthritis.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew it that way. I didn't know it that way. Yeah, that's what my doctor said, that I had arthritis on that knee. But anyway, I'll see you guys on April channel. Please be there. Show some love and respect and support. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you guys. Have a blessed day.
I'm waiting.
Hold in my hand.
Just do this, John. That's I love you
Yes.
in sign language.
I'll never remember that. But
Yeah, I love you. Although back in my time it means something else.
What does that mean? I have a pig nose.
That means I got a finger on the nose.
All right, man.
Oh,
See you
no.
later. Bye.
Love you guys.
All right.
Peanut butter.